Have you ever heard the saying that life is all about balance? Well, what if I told you that the same thing applies to your painfully weak knee that would literally explode if you jump down a crossbar like this, right? And I've done this multiple times now, but I wasn't starting here, okay? If you don't know my background story, I struggled with knee issues for over 7 years, recurring knee issues, swelling, pain that kept coming up. And eventually I had to stop because my knee felt so bad. And I realized, cool, if I want to continue to enjoy the sport I love, let me actually rebalance my knee ability. Let me look at the scale of my knee ability. And so this is how I want to connect this quote that life is all about balance to the fact that your knee's ability is also all about balance. The scale of your knee ability is all about balance. It applies to your knees as well. And if you want to get your knees back to where they were as a kid, where you were naturally balanced, you have to have a look at that. But the beautiful thing is, once you realize, cool, there's so many things to work on my knees abilities, right? Because you have flexion, extension, through short range, through long range, through mid range, fast, slow, loaded, unloaded, right? You have so many different variations. You have the deceleration aspect, the acceleration aspect, the lateral aspect. There's so many scales that we need to look at before we determine that your knee is just too far gone or that your knee is just special. This really helped me because I was the guy that thought for so long, yeah, okay, it's just normal because I got like, that's just how my knee is. And it is different than all the others that are not, causing issues. Well, yeah, there was a difference, 100%. There was a big difference. Okay, I didn't have certain abilities that a healthy knees would have, right? So now you just think about, cool, what abilities do I need to work on in order to get all the scales of my knee ability? So that is the flexion, that is the extension, right? However you want to extend, positions also matter, right? It's not about just flexion, extension. It's about what position are you in when you're doing that extension, when you're doing the flexion. So there's so many nuances here that it's almost impossible for you to say that, oh, you've tried it all and you've addressed everything you could in order to get your knee back to where a normal knee would be. Because we at Bulletproof Ballers are not addressing any medical conditions. What we do is look at your knee ability. What are your missing links? What is the scale looking like? Do you have really strong quads and hips, but then the scale of your flexion, your hamstrings, right? The knee flexion here is down here. Let's rebalance that, and automatically getting back into that natural balance from front to back is going to help you, right? And then it's the balance from the ground up as well. Structural balance in terms of, cool, if your balance in terms of your knee abilities, if the scale is out of balance in terms of, cool, you have such powerful hips up, above the knee that allow you to get really powerful, drive you forward. You need strong hips for that. But then as soon as you land or you have to slow down, first thing that goes into the ground is your feet, and your feet are weak. Your lower legs are weak. The scale is down here, and this causes extra stress on your knees. We know if we get that scale back into natural balance where your feet are extremely strong, your Achilles tendon, your strongest tendon in your body, is doing the job that it needs to be doing, right? Your feet are giving your body the sensory feedback that we need to have in order to know, okay, cool, all the muscles, all connective tissues are working like they should be working, right? So all these different scales, boom, 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 that you can choose from and that you can realize for yourself, right? The reason I'm telling you this is you can realize for yourself, oh, well, I haven't been working on knee flexion as much. I've really just done knee extension. And when it comes to knee extension, I've kind of been staying away from getting into a deep knee bend and extending from here. Oh, well, then you're also missing out on crucial aspects of what a healthy knee should be able to do, right? Because as I said, a healthy knee is able to flex, extend, fast, slow, with load, unloaded, through all the different ranges of motion. Okay, so if you just have 3 out of 10, whatever, then you can work on these other ones while, still working on the ones that you already got. You don't want to lose out on those. But it really doesn't matter where each of those scales are, because all you need to know is that if the scale, even if the scale is really low, scale is down there with your ability, all you can do is bend that much. Well, Cool. Let's work with that. Let's work backwards. Let's walk backwards. Let's get the band and knee extensions going. And often a lot of people, that if they get into a position like this, is really problematic. If you use assistance and a floss band and get into this bottom position here with a floss band, it has really, really great healing effects and really gets that compression, that motion that we need in order to re-lubricate your knee joint, okay? Because all the different abilities of your knee have their purpose, okay? And the reason we're attacking them like specifically, separately, is not because we think they like your body works as separate units, right? No, your knee is not thinking when you're running, oh, I need to extend now or I need to flex. It just works as a whole unit, as I said, from the feet all the way to your head. But if the scale is unbalanced because you've done, let's say, extra gym work to get your hips stronger, now that scale is going up, but your knees stay weak because you're avoiding pushing them over the toe because you've been told this puts more pressure. Well, then we're missing out on this very, very crucial pressure that actually builds up your knees, and the scale of your hip strength goes up and up and up. And so we have that imbalance. Now we need to target the hips directly to get that balance back. Once you're fully balanced technically, right, you just keep using all the natural positions, getting into deep squats, resting positions, running, jumping, landing. You should be able to maintain your body, right, without, like, let's say, pushing weights or without doing a specific targeted, isolated exercise, right? But initially, you gotta really think about, okay, cool, what is in balance there? It's all about balance, as I mentioned. I hope this does make sense to you. Right, so to sum this up, you know what a healthy knee should be able to do. You know that your knee is probably not able to do that at the current stage because, yeah, you might have some medical condition, you might have some structural damage. I'm not here to treat that specifically or to diagnose you on that. I'm here to tell you that even with that specific issue, I had degeneration in my patella tendon, right? And even now, if I touch it, it doesn't feel the same as my left one, but I've gotten the adaptations through working on my knee ability so that now I can jump off something like this, a crossbar like this, without having knee issues, right? Without fearing the knee injury, right? This is what it's all about. You can get the adaptations, and science more and more proves your knees can regenerate naturally. There is amazing channels out there, ATG Science, for example, showing that without surgery, you can heal, right? Quote unquote heal, even though, again, even he says you can't like medically say, cool, you've healed it, but the results are there. People tear their ACL, they do the right protocol. You gotta have the right protocol, right guys? Get back, no problem, right? Now, if you don't have that guidance right now, if you're alone, try and figure out on your own, right? Like, try and figure out on your own rather than depending on people that keep telling you the same thing and don't provide you with a solution, okay? If you haven't found a solution yet, this is my call to you. Try and get that scale of your knee ability in all different ranges, in all different tempo, forms, whatever, positions, back to where you know a healthy knee should be, or where I just showed you, right, what a healthy knee should be able to do. All of these different things. I hope I put some clips. I put some clips over so you get an idea. Okay, this is long range, short range, fast. Can my knee do this? Can it not? And if it cannot do these things, right, just find a level previous to that. So that might be you using some assistance, using a little bit less range of motion, going slower. Okay, and then also really, really important, preparing your tissues. I've just recently uploaded a video why your knee needs 3 times 100 reps and not 3 times 12 reps. Is a huge thing of you actually, you know, regaining confidence in the tissues around your knee, within your knee, regaining more healing, more blood flow, more circulation, so then you can actually start working on these knee abilities on these different scales, getting that back into balance. Because as I initially said in this video, life is all about balance. And if you are struggling with knee issues, it's not fun, right? A balanced life, in my opinion, is a life with a knee that allows you to do what you want to be doing. This is what I'm here to help you with, because I know how it feels not being able to. Let's get that balance back. And if you have any questions, anything that you feel like was too complicated here might be. I will keep repeating and going into more details, but this video serves really for you to realize, okay, this is possible. And the actionable steps you can take right now is look at your short range knee flexion, short range knee extension, mid range knee extension, long range knee flexion, long range knee extension. Those are like really fundamental things, and I'm blending in exercises here to target these areas. They scale to different levels, right? We have a community now as well, which is not our one-on-one coaching, but where we have the resources, the education for you to actually understand these principles in more detail, have an exercise library where you know exactly how to scale, progress, regress the exercises, and also understand how we structure the workouts, because we have case studies with specific workouts for the specific case study that we've used to get this person to, you know, playing back, you know, being back to playing without pain, for example, okay? All of that is accessible for you in the Bulletproof Ballers community, okay, that you can also check out in the video description. If you want to work with us one-on-one, we're here to help, we're here to serve. This is what we do. It's also obviously in the video description if you want to become Bulletproof Baller or just really enjoy your life without your knee holding you back. This is really what we're here to do. So if that sounds like something that you need right now, you can also apply in the video description and we can see if this actually works. We can actually get you to your goals. As always, hope to see you in the next video. Peace.